All right, lesson 12. Looked like it went pretty well. There was a couple of us that seem to have different answers on one especially here. We'll talk about that. But the first question here, select all prisms. Remember, a prism looks the same throughout. Has the same top and the bottom. And if you were to slice it, you would always get the same shape as the top and the bottom. Okay, because it looks the same throughout. So which ones are prisms? Remember, the base is not always on the bottom. You might have to flip it. Corbin.
A through D.
A through D. The only one that is not is E. Comes to a point. Obviously, if you would slice that thing right here, you would not get the same shape as the bottom. Okay, it would not be identical size. All the other ones are okay. Now, it does say shade one of the bases. Brooklyn, letter A, what's the base?
The triangle on the side.
Triangle. Does it matter which one? No, it doesn't. Okay, so you're just going to roughly shade the triangle. Brooks, next one.
Like the bottom pentagon.
Pentagon. That would be a pentagonal prism. Evan?
The top triangle.
And D is the same thing. It's flipped on its side. Okay, something like that. Good enough. Bottom one. Remember, formula for volume. Volume is the area of the base times the height. Here it's asking for the area, so it would be volume divided by the height. So looking at 2 to get the area of the base, we're going to take the volume, which is 24, divided by the height, Colin, which is 6, and we would get 4. And then, of course, we label units squared. The other one is also different. Volume is still 24. Now my height is 8. So 24 divided by 8, 3 units squared, or square units. Question 3. Two angles are complementary. That means they add up to 90. You have to know what that means. One is 19. The other one is, Josh? 71 degrees. Two angles are supplementary. That means they add up to 180, but one is twice as big as the other. Georgia, what do you got?
60 degrees and 120.
60 and 120. They add up to 180, and one is twice as big. That is the only possible answer to fit that criteria. Question 5. Matching. Autumn, do you have one of them? Anyone you want.
I matched C to 1.
C goes to 1. If you'd add up the x's there, 3/5 minus 2/5 is 1/5. -3 minus -10 is, or -3 minus -7 is -10. Chesney.
E and 4.
E goes with 4. 12 times 2x is 24. 12 times 3 is 36. Kaylee.
D and 5.
D goes to 5. Subtracting is the same as adding a negative for both of those. Corbin.
A to 3. Or B to 3.
B to 3. 6x plus 4x is 10x, which we'd have here. And that leaves A going to 2. Question number 6, a little review from Unit 4. Percentages. 50% more. So anytime we hear more, what do we add it to? 100, right? So what's 50 plus 100? As a decimal? 1.5. So whatever you get, you would take it times 1.5 to get the dollars that Priya spent, or Clara spent, excuse me. More money than Priya did. Questions?